Hey bunnies, welcome to another video. For today's video, we're going to be talking about splitting the bills. If you're interested, keep on watching. Okay, so on social media, it has been like one of the most heated topics on whether or not couples should be splitting bills in their household. And to that I say, who the fuck cares? Really and truly, it's your relationship. You know what works best for you and your lifestyle. If you were single, you'd have to be paying these bills on your own anyways. The joy of combining your household bills and being able to split them down the middle between you and your partner or partners is going to increase savings on both of your ends. Okay, if one of you makes more than the other, it's just a natural automatic where they're going to be paying either 100% of the bills or the majority of the bills, and that includes rent or mortgage, that includes car payments, that includes insurance, that includes utilities. But then on the other end of the spectrum, the person who is making lesser of the money usually covers the household, running the household, making sure that the house is clean, making sure that dinner is cooked. And this does sound very old world of thinking, but if we really want to do like a 50-50 divide, taking care of the household chores is very much a big chunk of that, right? Because if you were to pay somebody to cook for you, to clean for you, to take care of the kids for you, when you add that up, that's a huge chunk of money, right? So if you two are deciding to split the bills down the middle, then household chores should also be split down the middle. Now, if you are living the life that so many want to live, where the more masculine of the two of you is making more money, providing more for your union, for your family, then oh no, I lost my train of thought just now. If they are providing, right, the majority for the family, let's say that you're also working, it's now on to you. You can either do the cooking and the cleaning yourself, but then would that be fair to you as someone who's also working? Or you can decide to hire someone. You can hire someone to do the cooking, you can hire someone to do the cleaning, and that would be your responsibility, right? It could also fall on the person who's paying the majority of the bills, but then eventually it's going to seem like a burden if you are not bringing something to the table. It's going to seem like you are digging for gold from this person, and at the end of the day, you know your heart. Your person should know your heart. Your person should know what you stand for, and that you wouldn't use them or hurt them in that way. But over time, and we've all been through this at some point or the other, maybe not, I don't know, where we feel like we are being misused or mistreated or taken advantage of, where we feel unappreciated, where it's, yes, they're paying the majority of the bills, right? But they come home, they take their clothes off, they just throw it anywhere instead of putting it into the laundry basket, which is like 2 feet away. Let's say they cook and they don't clean up the kitchen after they're done. You wanting to be a homemaker and you love taking care of the home and organizing and doing all these things, that is great. If that's you, amazing, kudos to you. But at some point, if there's no acknowledgement, if there's no recognition, if there's no appreciation for your hard work, then you're going to grow resentful. You're going to not want to do these things for this person. You're going to look at them and be like, all right, you're disgusting. I can't. You know, so when it comes to you taking care of the household or them taking care of the bills, you two have to make sure that there is appreciation on both ends, that there is love on both ends, that both of you are being fulfilled within your roles. Another thing I want to point out is that, like I said in the beginning, who cares? Who cares who's paying what, who's doing what, who's fulfilling what? At the end of the day, when you're in a relationship with someone, you're there to enjoy each other, not worry about 50-50 and debating on Twitter or Instagram with anybody about splitting bills and $200 dates, or what's considered a date, or if I pick you up and we eat in the back of the car and watch the stars and talk, is that considered a date? Whatever you and your person consider a date is a date. Okay, I can sit here all day and say, no, that's not a proper date. You need to make sure that I'm dressed up and taken out and wined and dined and all these things. But you know your relationship, right? Do you love your person? Yes or no? Are you happy with your person? Yes or no? Do you appreciate your person? Yes or no? And are you showing your appreciation to that person? Are you showing that person that you love them and that you appreciate them and that you are excited to see them and be with them every single day? And if you aren't feeling appreciated, if you aren't feeling understood, then you need to talk to your partner about that. And if you're with someone that you cannot talk to or feel like they're going to use whatever they say against you in an argument in the future or whatever, then you have some things that you need to reevaluate. But when it comes to splitting the bills 50-50, do what works for your relationship, okay? Just know that at the end of the day, your happiness with your partner is what matters above everything else. So whether or not you're splitting the bills, are you happy? Are you truly, genuinely happy? Are you happy with your person? Are you happy in your relationship? Can you communicate with your person? And that's it. Do I believe in splitting bills? Not really. Would I mind splitting bills? No. If it comes down to it, if that's what we have to do to get through, if that's what it takes, like if you are lacking somewhere where I am, picking up, then I will fill that void, right? If it comes to a point where, okay, you lost your job and now it's just me, then that's what it is. I'm not going to look at you any less. But if you're a person who is able-bodied, but unwilling to work, unwilling to try, unwilling to, do something, then it's going to be a problem. But preferably, if I do work, I would prefer to work for myself. I do not want to work for anyone. If that's what you want to do, if that's what you choose to do, then that's on you. Good for you. You're collecting a check every week or every 2 weeks or every month or whatever your schedule is. You have insurance from your company. You know, the works. Good for you. But when it comes to the bills in the household, I would prefer if you cover all of that and I just show up. I don't mind taking care of the home. I don't mind cleaning and the occasional cooking. But if it were up to me, I would have somebody come in and do all of that. I would make sure that when you come home from work, your life is as peaceful as possible because you're making my life peaceful. Make sense? Yes? All right. So if you feel like I should have mentioned something that I did not mention, if you want to counter what I said, if you want to have a full-blown debate, do it in the comment section, por favor. If you want to ask me something that you're too embarrassed to ask, find me on Instagram at Kissyface, KISSYFVCE, or just search Kissyface454 on any of the socials and I will pop up. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face.